Так, всем привет, дорогие друзья. Сегодня будем смотреть Mobile Legends именно индонезийский, точнее вот канал.
Realize, especially when they want to prepare themselves for these little skirmishes. Now, of course, the question again, how do they stem this bleed?
Oh man, I'm finding it difficult to find ways to stem this bleeding. It just feels like they're gonna bleed out eventually, you know? It feels inevitable with this death ball growing for Geek Fam. Evos needed that early game badly, because if you can see from Brands' items as well, people back at home can't see, so I'll just let you know, Windtalker in an endless battle. He's forced to go for this Windtalker build and not the attack speed build because he's up against so much mobility. He needs the extra mobility from the Windtalker. He needs the true damage in that endless battle, and perhaps he might go for a full defensive build with a Thunder Belt too. At this point, it makes sense. Geek Fam have so much damage that Evos might have to just hold on and wait for a mistake. Clockun as well, man, he's severely underfarmed compared to a boy. It's a 1,000 gold lead in the mid lane. And that's a Lo Yi. Even if Lo Yi is behind, he usually is able to match up in damage to a Novaria in the mid game. Oh, with a boy having this 1,000 gold lead, bro. Anyone who walks up, all the frontliners, even from Evos, they're finding it so difficult. They're struggling real hard to itemize. They don't know what to build. Someone has an Athena shield, someone has a Dominance Ice, someone has a Radiant Armor, but they need to choose one. They don't have enough money at this point of the game.
Wow, now Lord, whoa, divergent plan!
Again, on towards Dreams. Such a shame, and they want more. Annabelle now immobilized, looking for an escape route. Oh no! Ray is there to boink him down. That's two members out, 5v3. Things are not looking good for the White Tigers.
Annabelle ain't rolling. The only one rolling is the death ball of Geek Fam, Luke!
Oh, Luke the nuke. Shout out Raptor. Almost claims a body there. But now this just gives all the space for Geek Fam.
Is this time for Geek Fam to just run them down? Fluffy caught in trouble here.
Blitzkrieg.
Oh, what?
Fluffy, the damage.
What is that?
That damage. Luke the nuke.
What did I tell you, man? You have to choose one, and he chose an Oracle. He has a Dominance Ice, but what? Geek Fam don't care about it, man. They just go through it. On top of that, man, it's a Melfic Roar already for Valoy.
Oh my god, Valoyski with the engage, looking for an Annabelle. I'm offended onto receive, but the damage will not come through though. Valoyski will fall. That's a trade finally for Evo's glory.
One kill as a consolation prize, but Geek Fam is just wreaking havoc left and right. Evos, is this time for them to throw in the towel? Or will they try to bank on a mistake from Geek Fam? Because we have seen the past few days where teams come back from a costly mistake, but then again, Geek Fam, in the stage of the game, they won't be able to make that happen.
It's really, really tough for Evo's glory. Like I said, right, at this point, the real best way to play this game is turtle in your base, maybe group as 5, look for a pickoff or look for
drag it
Geek
out.
Fam yeah, drag it out as long as you can, but Geek Fam, they're known to utilize these death balls very, very well, especially with a composition like this, with a Lo Yi that can send the Masha anywhere around the map. Seems like they were about to collide there as we get into this replay, but both teams disengaged. Let's talk a little bit about this play. I think for Geek Fam, especially now considering that in the 11th minute of the game, they're so ahead, it's okay for them to look for random brawls. As long as they still have that advantage with the Lord early in the bottom lane, they knew if they traded equally, they would still get a lot of value, more value than Evo's glory for sure. And at this point, it's all about how they freeze the waves, they stop Evo's glory from farming, stop Evo's glory from getting to those item power spikes, because it just seems like even if...
Oh, Valoy? Valoyski. Awkward engage, but Primal Wrath will do. Oh, good taunts! A boy is there, as well as Chidera. Ray finds the Mega, and that's, again, Evo's glory losing out on trades.
Again, they just run down towards Evo's glory, and this isn't the full power. They're able to just take it down. Diversion play.
Luke, send this guy towards Clockun. Oh my goodness! Luke finds the kill with the thunderclap, and that extra damage is enough to take him down.
The Luke nuke! The nuke of Luke! The Thunder Luke, or whatever you want to call it! BBL! That's Big Boy Luke! We were talking about how creative you can be with the diversions. It was so weird to put a diversion there that was so readable that even Evos thought no one would take it. Oh, what?
Fluffy, he's living up to his name a little bit too seriously.
So fluffy. You can't even feel the shielding coming in from that Esmeralda. He's just being slaughtered. And now EVOS. What do they hope for? Because Geek Fam feels like they're playing this game flawlessly. And now they're eyeing themselves another Lord.
It's so difficult again for Evo's Glory. I think even saying it's difficult is an understatement here because really all they can do is wait for a mistake. They can only wait in their base, maybe manage these waves in a way where Geek Fam cannot go for a 3-wave push. They're trying to do that right now with the mid lane, trying to hold it back, but in the end, they let it push. It's still going to be a super mini wave pushing back to Evo's Glory though, so I think that has to be the homework that Geek Fam have to try to work out. How do they get these 3 waves to crash in at once? Or maybe just put that diversion down in the back, Luke goes in and all of them are just zoned away from that minion wave. And then you have the 3-wave push that you want to try to end this game. It's an 11.7k gold lead. That's a BOD, second BOD already being built, and he should be able to get it very, very soon. Even Chidera, he sold his boots already. 15 minutes, full items, 6 damage items. We don't count the Wind of Nature, it's defensive, but whatever, right? I mean, 6 items with a Wind Talker. They want to go for the end.
The big evil is Baloyski, but the demon himself is Luke, at least in this game. 3-way push being made. The Lord taken down, but diversion play!
Oh, the flank again! Fluffy almost taken out by Chidera. Whoa, calmly! Baloyski finds 3 men, but the follow-up damage is not really there. Baloyski needs to back away. EVOS Glory stands with 5. Fluffy jumps again, looking for a kill. Brands will take their time here. All 3 base turrets taken out though.
Good hold. I don't know what they did, but they're able to just withstand the pressure from Geek Fam. Is this the window for EVOS?
Again, the window is quite far away for Evo's Glory. Brands is at full items, but still, we were talking about how Brands cannot go for the Wind of Nature. He has a role. He has a great Dragon Spear right now. He has a lot of mobility on top of the Endless Battle and the Wind Talker. But really, if that Masha thunderclaps him, it's going to be tough. Same goes for Clockun. I think at this point, yeah, I'm looking back, he has a Winter Truncheon. That is the way to try to beat this Masha. When Luke tries to go in with a Thunderclap, you Winter Truncheon. You try to wait for the other members in your team to melt him down and to force him back. But even then, Luke, he's willing to sacrifice himself as long as he gets that Novaria. So for EVOS, it's back to waiting for a mistake. But that mistake will be even harder for Geek Fam to pull off. Like, Geek Fam making a mistake here with 3 base turrets, with a 12.6k gold lead, and with this composition. So much creativity even with inside the enemy base. This diversion can come through all angles. It can come through outside of the map to teleport them back in. So it's all about them now waiting for these slow pushes to be crashing down in their base, and then they'll just farm it up, right? But in the end, it's still just them waiting in the base. They have to turtle in. Maybe make a big gamble. Try to go for the Lord, because if you continue to stay this way, I think it might just be game 1 for Geek.
This diversion in and of itself is a huge, constant, looming threat for EVOS Glory, having to seek out all of the things happening, and now they're more brave to come out of their shell, try to clear out the waves, gain control again of their jungle. But this Lord, it's just going to be relinquished towards Geek Fam, or will Annabelle try to contest this because he's hiding in the bush, and Luke looking for a play.
Towards Fluffy, who has immortality. Annabelle though, oh my god! The damage will be in the Luke finds it! 5v4, Baloyski flickers out of the way, and the Lord will be claimed by Ray. That is it. EVOS Glory yet again needs to defend this one.
A trade, and no, it's not even a trade, because Annabelle was the one falling down. So Geek Fam again, just showing their evil side, winning in every department.
Force errors across the board, right, for Geek Fam when they have a 12.6k gold lead. They wait for the waves to push in. Evos deal with it. They try to force a fight, but Geek Fam want to fight. They have a 12,000 gold lead. They can utilize these leads in the fight, and now it might just be the final siege.
See, no base hurts. Flicker on towards the Browns. Still survives, but Dreams will lose his immortality. What the heck happened backside? Dreams, good night to Fluffy falls as well. Chidera will be the trade of the base. They're exposed. Now they are going for it. And Geek Fam, they managed to tame the White Tigers in game 1.
Evil strikes in the first game of the lower bracket final. They triumph And it feels like the heroes, the White Tigers, their fangs are dull.
Luke dove the fountain.
Wow.
And he killed Brands. Luke nuke. Reptar, Luke nuke.
I told you guys. Y'all better watch out for the Luke nuke.
Wow.
Don't worry, I got much more detailed analysis for that, but I just want to repeat it again. Luke nuke.
Oh my goodness.
Luke. It was manifested in that, the way he just ran down, was able to just, you know, without any hindsight, he was just already killing and trying to knock down Clockun in that process. And EVOS was just left without an answer.
No hesitation whatsoever.
No hesitation.
Clockun, Brands, I got my eyes on you. Even a Fluffy. Yes, Esmeralda.
And again, it goes back to that last pick, Esmeralda. For me, it was the right idea for the wrong intention. Obviously, EVOS wanted to have more of an advantage in the EXP lane for their laner and Fluffy. Esmeralda versus the Masha. Masha's going to struggle early on, so that's going to be your window. You dive that, and then you try to build a lead for your Esmeralda so that the Masha's her claws will be dull. But what happened was, it seems like Luke just handled the lane really well, and then at the same time, the members of Geek Fam were nearby. That was more than enough to stop EVOS from helping out Fluffy, which led to the turtle just being every objective, every turtle being a big loss for EVOS, because, man, they're up